one of the things that happens at Christmas is that you get loads of packaging and boxes and wrapping paper and bags and all manner of wonderful things that can be turned into puzzles for your puppy or dog. So pick a suitable sized box. This is quite a large one because Lottie obviously is quite large, and also because we apparently eat a lot of crisps in this house. And you also want to get some paper. This is a bag that I've just ripped up, but you could use any paper that's soft. So you don't want to use things like flyers, but newspaper would work. Wrapping paper would work. Don't use anything with glitter on it, maybe. Old paper bags work really well. This had food in it. And we tend to use paper bags more these days when you're shopping, so that's cool. The kind of packing paper that you get in Amazon boxes would work really well as well. Remove all of the tape, staples, string, anything like that from the box and from the paper. And then you're going to make a foraging box. So scrunch up your paper and chuck it into your box. And you want to make some kind of crevices and holes for things to go into. You don't have to pack it really tightly. You can use a towel or a blanket as well if you don't have any paper to hand. You can also put in other types of boxes and other kind of things like Kongs you could put in there. You could put in, you know, a toppler, something like that. So for example, you could hide a Kong. If you don't have paper to hand, you could use a towel for this as well. Snuffle towel or snuffle blanket. You can pop a Kong in there. Lots of Kongs are huge. They tend to weigh everything down. You can pop some treats in there to make it extra delicious and enticing, and particularly for dogs that are novices, the dogs that haven't got a lot of puzzle experience. It's really important that you make it a cool thing for them to do and that they get loads of reward for it, because if they don't, they'll just get really frustrated because, you know, it's no fun. And also they don't want to have to work so hard that they lose interest. So you want to build their tolerance for puzzling. But the bulk of what I want to use in a puzzle box is your dog's regular food. So just their dry food. You can store it with something extra smelly if they, you know, find it hard to settle into their dry food, or you can mix it with something. So if they get a bit of chicken in their dry food or whatever regularly, then you can pop that in also. Or if they get wet food, you can put wet food in the Kong and put the dry food in separately and then hide it all in the box. The goal is just to increase the value of that dry food, whatever they normally eat, by adding it to the box, and they have to find it. Now, so I made up the foraging box. There's a Kong in there, there's some of Lottie's regular food in there. I've scattered in a bit of, she gets some mints with her dry kibble, so I've scattered in a bit of that and a couple of treats. And I'm also going to add a bit more paper because she's quite an experienced puzzler, so she's going to be good at taking things out of this foraging box. Normally I probably wouldn't add as much food and as much treat type food, but Lottie's on rest, so she's actually pretty bored. So I want to make this last a little bit longer than it normally would. So let's see what she thinks about it. What do you think? Are we going to do some puzzling? Here's one she made earlier. Nice. Oh,